How are we doing, team? Trifunctional here. Welcome back to the Minecraft Initium series. I'm having an awesome day. I hope you're having a spectacular day. Today we're going to go ahead and get the bottom tier of our three-tier villager tower taken care of. That way we can get all of these villagers that you see behind me sorted, and we can clear up that space and get that all cleared out as far as that old villager breeder that we're not going to be using anymore. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright team, so getting started here, I have carved out a little bit of area to work so that we have plenty of room for our redstone work. I've also set up a few staircases around the outer edge. You might recognize the design. This is actually based off of SC Petty's Villager Trading Hall design. I'll go ahead and post a link in the description for his tutorial. When he goes through the tutorial, he does just one line. I'm actually going to do it in a circle, or a box rather, around the outer edge of our tower, and then I'll just have the stream that our minecarts float in go in a continuous circle around the outer edge until they do find a spot to drop into. And it'll make more sense once we have it all put together. But to start off, I'm just going to start by placing a normal rail, a powered rail, a detector rail, and then a normal rail. And we're just going to repeat this process for all 32 spots that we have set up. And really we just want the powered rails and the detector rails. And the normal rails are just here to help us align the powered rails and the detector rails. So after we get the powered rails and the detector rails set up and aligned, then we can just destroy the normal rails that we're using to help align them. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut while I get the rails all placed, and then I'll bring you back when I get started on the next step. Alright, sweet. So we've got our rails all placed all the way around on all four sides. So next we're going to get into placing some of our redstone. And first off, let's go ahead and place some levers, and then we'll place some redstone torches. So we're going to place a lever at the bottom of all of these spots. We're going to turn that on. That's powering our powered rail. You can see that the powered rails are now powered. And so let's go ahead and get that taken care of on a couple of these. Then after we get those placed, we're going to go ahead and place a few redstone torches. Very easy. We'll just place one on the back side of all of them, and then backside of the next step up as well. And then we're going to hop up and, oh, did not mean to do that. A little bit of extra jumping action there for you. We're going to place another block on top of all of these redstone torches, and we're going to place another redstone torch on top of these blocks here. And yeah, again, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this. You should watch the tutorial if you do want to build this this villager trading session, or villager trading hall. And again, I will have that link in the description. But I'm going to continue on here, and I'll be right back once I get started on the next step. Alright, so I got that all taken care of all the way around, and so next I'm going to go ahead and continue on by placing down the next blocks here, and we'll go ahead and place our repeaters on top of these blocks we just placed. And from here we're going to come out with another block that we're going to place some fence gates on, and the fence gates are going to make it so that when the mine carts with the villagers in it float over top of the open fence gates, the villagers will end up falling in through the fence gate into position on these mine rails, and these will be our little stalls that the villagers will be sitting on. And because we have the detector rails set up, it's actually going to make it so that the fence gate will close once they fall into there, and so it'll make it so that the next one will just pass on to the next area and not get we won't have them stacking on top of each other. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue this part of it, and I'll be back in a second. Alright team, so we got that last step taken care of. Now the last part that we'll take care of as far as setting up this this initial part. Oh, looks like we got an iron golem burning right up there. And that reminds me, let's go ahead and check on how much iron we've actually collected. Almost 3 full stacks, so we're getting a ton of iron. So this is an awesome way to get some passive iron coming in. Anyways, so for the last part that we'll take care of for this device, we'll go ahead and set up trapdoors along the lower part of these slabs that I have set up a couple of blocks away from these fence gates. And then above these trapdoors, we're going to place some blocks, and then we'll place a button underneath these blocks, and that's going to run that trapdoor so that if we decide that there's a villager that we no longer want, we'll just go ahead and press the button, and it'll open up that trapdoor and make it so that he just slides on down into our lower stream that will lead to where we dispose of the villagers. And so I'm going to go ahead and get this taken care of, and then we'll go ahead and start filling in a few more blocks around here, making this more solid, and we'll go ahead and get started on setting up the streams that the villagers will be traveling in their mine carts as well next. So we'll be back in just a brief moment here. Welcome back, team. So now that I have the trapdoors and the buttons all placed, that completes the setting up the stalls. So now I'm just filling in some blocks around the edges here so that I can create some trenches and create a couple of water currents. In this lower trench, this is going to be the water current that will carry the villagers that we don't want to our desired location, more than likely lava. Maybe use a cactus to get him out of the cart, and then have him fall into lava. And then the upper trench is going to run over top of those gates so that they can fall into the gates when there is a stall open. So I'm going to fill in a few more blocks, and then I'll bring you back when I'm placing the water currents. Alright team, so we've got some blocks placed so that we can get some water currents going. So I'm going to start by placing a sign here and start my water current right here. Hopefully we didn't miss any spots, because if the water gets to our redstone, it's going to mess everything up. But I think we've got it covered. So let's go ahead and get another water bucket going. And we're just going to kind of go around in this fashion. We're going to create just a circular water current going around this top layer, because we want them to just continue to circulate in the top layer until there's an open spot for them to fall into, so that we can make sure we aren't missing any of the villagers. We'll be able to sort through all of them before they end up getting to the next stage. So let me go ahead and grab some more water here, and I'll go ahead and I'll finish placing the top layer of currents here, and then I'll go ahead and I'll get the bottom level set up as well for the water currents, and I'll show you what my plan is as far as what happens after they get down to the bottom level as well. So I'll bring you back in just a little bit. Welcome back, team. So I just tested it out, and it worked out perfectly. He fell right into the stall, and this is crazy. Check out the trade on the very first villager that I got. 30 paper for an emerald, not bad. We can make paper very easily with the extensive sugarcane farm that we have. But check this out. Silk Touch. Right away. This is what we're looking for, is awesome enchanted book trades like this. So it's going to be so easy to get Silk Touch on shovels and pickaxes moving forward. This is awesome that this is our first one. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of luck with this trading system. So this is definitely not one that we're going to dispose of. We're definitely going to keep this villager around. So let's go ahead and head back over here. I'll show you how this works. I just set up a little bit of a minecart system to make it so that we can easily get these villagers into the water stream that we have set up there. So let's go ahead and get another cart going here. There we go. Got our next guy. Let's go ahead and chase him down. If only I was faster. Now as he goes up here, he's just going to fall right into the stream, and looks like we are fast enough so that we can. And now if he gets stuck like this, then when the next guy comes, he will just push him into the system. But let's see if we can just nudge him out of being stuck so we can see this work. Maybe? Maybe? Can we get him unstuck? You think? I don't know if we're going to get him unstuck that way. There we go. Looks like I straightened him out a little bit. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Maybe we'll just send the next villager in here to push him along. So, and actually the sun's going down. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna make up a couple more mine carts, and then we'll go ahead and we'll give this a better test. And actually, before I do that, I'll show you as far as the plan for when we're done with the villagers. They will go through this lower stream after we push the button to send them into the lower stream. Then they will come down here. I have an activator rail set up, and so when they hit the activator rail, it should just dump them out, and they should land in that lava, and that should take care of them. And then on the end here, I think we'll place a cactus to destroy or to make the minecart. It'll hit the minecart and it'll turn it small again, so then we can use a hopper to collect the minecart for us. And then we can actually use a system to just funnel the minecarts back up here so that they can be used again for those villagers. But let me go ahead and sleep and get a couple minecarts made up. We'll be right back. Alright team, so I went ahead and made some changes here. It's been actually quite a long time since the last clip that you just watched. But spoiler alert, when I sent in the next guy, he did not continue pushing the guy that got stuck. So I think what the problem was is there was a transition from solid blocks to these to the water over top of these gates, and that's what they were getting caught on. And so I had to go around and remove the water and replace all of these solid blocks with these gates. And I just tested it again, and the next guy just went through smoothly. So I think that that does fix our situation. So let's go ahead and head down here and get the next guy. And I'm kind of waiting for us to get a green shirt to test out the disposal system, because I don't know a whole lot about what are good trades, what are bad trades at the moment. I need to do more research on that. And so I don't want to just be throwing away villagers not knowing whether it is a good trade or a bad trade. You see, he came up here, he's in the stream, and yep, there he goes, down into the stall. Alright, so let's keep going. Now the reason why I'm hoping to get a green shirt is the green shirts are nitwits, and they don't have any trades at all, so they're completely useless. So there is a green shirt in here, But it looks like it's going to be a few before we actually get to him. Let's go ahead and plop another minecart down here. There's an armor. And he should just go just fine. So let's just keep sending them on there until we get that green shirt. Hopefully we won't get over there and have a huge backup, but I think it's working fine now. Alright, so let's go ahead and break that. This isn't a perfect system I have set up here as far as collecting them out of this container. It has been working pretty fine so far though. Alright, come on guys. Somebody hop in there. Maybe if I place it from this way. That's the way I have been doing it. There we go. Alright. Now this is a white shirt. The white shirts are the ones that we really like because they tend to have those enchanted books in their trades. Oh, that one didn't work. Alright, let's keep going. And we're just about to that green shirt, and then we'll go ahead and test out the disposal system. Alright. Now, there are quite a few things that we'll take care of as far as adding more conveniences to this build. And as far as I want to build a nice building around this tower to make it all look nice as well, so that it's not just a big blocky thing like it is right now. And right now you can see all of the redstone torches clearly. We're going to cover a lot of that up by adding a nice build around the outside. And so let's go ahead, and we're just about to this green guy. I think this next one might pick him up if we can get him. Of course, he is a nitwit, so he might not know how to oh, there he goes. Okay. So this is the one that he's not going to have any trades, so we're going to test out the disposal system on him. There's another iron golem. And while I've been working here, I've been hearing quite a few of them drop in there, so I'm guessing that we have quite a bit of iron to work with, which is good because this system requires a lot of iron for the mine carts to work properly. And so you'll see once he drops in here that it closes that gate, and so it makes it so the next one won't fall in on top of him because the gate is closed. And there he goes. He made it past that dry spot. So here we go. We'll have him drop in there. Boom. Alright, so come down here. This is our main trading floor. You'll see if I right click on this guy, he has a trade. But if I try to right click on the green guy, he has no trade. So we're going to press the button. He drops down into our disposal stream. And let's just follow him around. And this is actually going to take a little bit of time. So maybe I'll go ahead and just speed up this part where we're just watching him float around. So we'll speed this bit up. Alright team, and we're back as far as the homeward stretch on him coming to the end of our disposal stream here. And I haven't actually tested this out yet, so I'm hoping that this will work out just fine. It's always risky testing something out for the first time on camera. So the plan is he'll fall off the stream onto the powered rail, which will push him over the activator rail, which will hopefully dump him into the lava. And let's go ahead and give him another quick nudge here. Let's hop in front of him so we can see if this works or not. Alright, he's almost here. Any day now. Alright, here we go. And it didn't work. So obviously I need to work that out as well. Anyways, this is the villager trading system. So now that we have this set up, we can just come through and click on, see what trades all of them have. If we don't like their trade options, then we can just dump them into the disposal system, which I'm going to fix and have it set up so it's actually working. But this is going to be really convenient. I've had a blast setting it up so far. I'm going to have a lot of fun, I think, as far as cleaning it up and adding a lot of detail to it as well. And I'm going to be happy once we're able to get all of those villagers out of there and get that ugly thing torn down as well and free up that space for something else cool that we'll build in the future. But I want to thank you for joining me today and hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Helps out the channel a lot. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can know when the daily videos are released. And as always, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you have any tips or suggestions. But I will see you in the next episode. I'll catch you on the flip side.